This is a generational heist for the New York Yankees, as with trade rumors swirling surrounding one of the best pitchers in the MLB, the New York Yankees now have a golden opportunity to go out and make an absolute steal of a move that would be so huge for this team and make them one of the most, if not the most, dangerous pitching rotations next year. And we are going to break all this down, discuss what this move is, how the Yankees can pull it off, and also all the ripple effects that it would have, including hurting other star teams that are looking at the same guy, including both the Mets and the Dodgers. And we are going to discuss all this. But real quick, guys, if you're part of that 69% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Turn on post notifications so you are up to date on all New York Yankees news. But with all that being said, let's jump into the video, guys. There is a lot to talk about because there has been so much noise surrounding none other than Tarik Skubal and all the trade talks that come with him. Skubal did win his second Cy Young in a row, and because of this, with only having a year left on his contract, many think the Detroit Tigers will not be able to pay him the amount of money that he wants to, or that he'll be getting offered by their teams, and that it'll ultimately lead to him leaving the Tigers for one of the big markets, whether that's the Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers, other teams as well that will look to get Skubal and actually pay him to stick around. There has been a whole lot of questions surrounding Tarik Skubal and what actually is going to happen with him in trades. But now we see an absolutely generational heist for the New York Yankees to pull off, where they would be acquiring Skubal for Spencer Jones, Will Warren, Carlos LaGrange, and Bryce Cunningham in a deal that is an absolute robbery. Jim Bowden broke this down and did say, in regards to Skubal and the Yankees enter the 2026 season with two of their top starters, Gerrit Cole and Carlos Rodon, still working their way back from injuries. The rotation is a strength, but adding Skubal would keep the rotation elite while Cole and Rodon are out, and would give them a year to make a case to Skubal on why he should re-sign with them. Their similar gamble with Soto didn't pay off with an extension, but it did result in a World Series trip, which is not a bad consolation. And that is true. Look, obviously it sucks that the way the Soto thing went down, and Yankee fans do feel burned from that, where it's like, are we really going to give up another whole share of prospects and talented players because we want to do this year rental that very well could end in a year rental where we don't end up retaining Skubal? He walks somewhere else, and unless we win the World Series, it feels like a failure. Getting Juan Soto that year with the Yankees didn't feel like a success. It felt like they failed because they didn't win the World Series. They lost to the Dodgers. Yeah, they made it, and that's great, but the Yankees aren't playing to make World Series. They play to win World Series. So that does leave fans with a bad taste in their mouth. But this is such an amazing trade for the Yankees, where they would be acquiring Skubal, who is nothing short of phenomenal, arguably the best pitcher in the MLB. If not, he's the second best. It's him and Skeens are the top two. And Skubal, he had a 2.21 ERA last season in 31 starts with 241 strikeouts and 195.1 innings pitched. He had a whip of 0.891 and has proven to be absolutely lethal in the playoffs as well, with an ERA under 3. Skubal, it was always going to be that he would figure out how to be an elite pitcher. It felt like it was always coming, and now it is in full force. He is at the peak of his power right now, 29 years old, and looking for a massive, massive contract and some major pay going into the next offseason. He did not get the contract that he wanted from the Tigers when they offered him an extension. That was just awful, and because of that, Skubal now is definitely looking at other options, and he likely will become the highest paid pitcher in MLB history if he keeps this up next season and hits free agency, which all signs point to him keeping it up, no matter if he's in a Tigers uniform or any other MLB uniform. Now, the Yankees, they would be giving up a good amount of talent as well, though. A lot of their prospects who they do hold in high regards. Now, as Bowden said, they could start the proposal with outfielder Spencer Jones, who has an enticing blend of power and speed, as demonstrated by his 35 home runs and 29 stolen bases at AA and AAA this past season. He also can play all three outfield positions and is above average defensively at the corners. He comes with a lot of swing and miss, as shown by his 179 punch-outs and 506 plate appearances. He still reached the base, though, at a 362 clip, which should not be ignored. He's made a lot of positive adjustments with his swing the last couple of years. The Tigers have several dynamic position player prospects nearing the big leagues, like Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal, And Jones would be another potential big bat for Detroit. Jones is added to the Yankees 40-man roster this week ahead of the Rule 5 draft. On top of that, we also look at Will Warren, who spent the entire 2025 season in the Yankees rotation, making 33 starts, tossing 162 and 1/3 innings, where he went 9-8 with a 4.44 ERA and struck out more than a batter an inning with 171 Ks. And he has a +4 seam fastball in terms of results, though the pitch sits at the 93 to 95 mile per hour range. He also throws a sinker, a changeup, a sweeper, and a curveball. He'd be able to jump right into the Tigers' rotation, and he does look like he's definitely going to get better. This was his full rookie year. A 4.44 ERA is not ideal, but he went on runs. That's important to remember for Will Warren, that he went on runs. Now, Carlos LaGrange is arguably the Yankees' top pitching prospect. The 6'7" right-hander can hit 102 miles per hour with his fastball, and he has a pair of breaking balls that can be plus at times. He's dealt with a back injury in the past, but he had a breakout season in 2025, topping 100 innings for the first time with 120 innings between high A and double A. He can rack up strikeouts at a high rate at 12.6 per 9 innings in 2025, though the walk rate still needs to come down significantly. Bryce Cunningham was the Yankees' 2024 second-round pick out of Vanderbilt. He missed nearly 2 months of the 2025 season with an injury, but was able to pitch in the Arizona Fall League after throwing 54 and 1/3 innings during the regular season. The 6'5" right-hander has 3 potential major league pitches with his fastball, changeup, and slider. He pitched at the high A level during the regular season and should start next season in double A. So because of that, he does also become interesting, and LaGrange is someone who's likely going to grade out as someone who we do see more as a relief pitcher. I think the Yankees' plans for Carlos LaGrange is to make him their future closer down the line. That's how I expect to see this thing work out with LaGrange, as I think they want to use him as their closer eventually with that 102 mile per hour fastball, and also developing those breaking balls a little bit more. But also, there's no question that you trade a guy who you see as a future closer for Tarik Skubal. You do that deal no matter what. Now, looking at everyone here again, Will Warren, 4.44 ERA, 33 starts, and he pitched decently for sure. Got 171 strikeouts. Looks like he'll have a very good strikeout ball. Already showed that to a degree. Had a lot of great strikeout games, even if he allowed runs. Excuse me. So Warren is someone who, after his rookie season, does look like he's going to have a good future in the MLB, and that ERA will go down. It went down as the season went along as well. On top of that, we look at Spencer Jones, had a 274 batting average with a 933 OPS, 35 home runs, 29 stolen bases, a lead outfield arm, great base runner, gives you everything you want. And yeah, he strikes out, but he's a power hitter. All power hitters strike out. Remember, Judge used to strike out all the time. It wasn't that long ago. Now, on top of that, we do start to look at everyone else. We look at LaGrange, we look at Cunningham, and we also see more guys who are just going to be very, very interesting players down the line. I mean, Cunningham, for instance, had a 2.82 ERA this season. At the same time, Carlos LaGrange looked very, very good at a 3.53, but also appeared in those 24 games. So there is a lot to consider with both these pitchers, but at the end of the day, I'm trading them all for Tarik Skubal, and I'm not even thinking twice, if I'm being honest. Are you going to do that? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Yankees.